a new project, guys, all of you observe. When you click on create a new project, it opens a window like this. It opens a window like this. This is a window what you're just going to get. Create a new project. And here you'll be finding for templates. What is basically, guys, what type of project you want to open? I want to open a console application. I want to open a web application. I want to open a mobile application. I want to open a different kind of application. For creating a different type of project, we are provided with the concept of templates. We are provided with the concept of templates. We are just been given with the concept of the templates actually. So we'll be having these templates actually, and we can just make use of the templates actually. So these are the various project templates we have. These are the various project templates what we just have. Different project templates what we have. So you can see a console application, ASP.NET Core web application, like this various project templates you'll be finding up here. So we can choose an appropriate project template. We can choose an appropriate project template. Okay. So what we'll do first, after opening the studio for the first time, we click on create a new project. Then it will show you the templates. And .NET is one single language or multiple languages, sir? .NET means one language or multiple languages, sir? Multiple languages. Which language are you planning to write the code? C#. So first thing you do, here you'll be finding a drop down with all the languages available. Choose your language first. Choose your language so that it will filter. It will filter. Choose your language. C#. Next, it will ask you for which platform you want to build an application. You mean you want to build an application for Android, Azure, iOS, Linux, Mac, tvOS, Windows, or Xbox. You can build applications for all these things here. That's what platform, independent, everywhere you can build your applications now. For anything you can build your applications. So choose what you want. Select Windows. Select Windows. Okay, our operating system is Windows. Next, what type of project you want to build? Cloud project, console project, desktop, extension, games, IoT, libraries, machine learning, office apps. See, you have various options that are available. Web apps. Okay, and what do you want? See now, the filter applied now, and finally only two things are left there. The filter applied, and finally only two things are applied. What are the two things? One is console app, one is console app.NET framework. Guys, listen. Are you guys, all of you who attended from the initial classes, I clearly explained you. Who started in the middle also, I provided you all the videos to you and said you watch the appropriate videos. And you just have the clarity. .NET has two things in it. One is a .NET framework, runs only on Windows. One is .NET framework, runs only on Windows. Second one, .NET. Second one is .NET Core, name change it to .NET. Second one is .NET Core, name change it to .NET. Runs on cross-platform. Runs on cross-platform. Watch here clearly, showing you here, see. This is a console application. What is it? Runs only on? Now watch. Console app. Not mentioned anything there? That is latest. Runs on. I explained all these things to you in the introduction classes to you. .NET runs on three machines. Linux, Mac, Windows. It supports all the three basically. So this is the latest. Don't select this one. Don't select this one. Be careful all of you. Don't select this option .NET framework. What should I select? Just console application. Understood all of you? If anyone has still doubts on it, I just provided all the videos to you. Watch the video. That's what I said you. Keep watching of the appropriate videos. In the videos I given the differences between the framework and the latest. Framework is the old one. Runs only on Windows. But if at all you just choose the latest, it runs on multiple platforms to you. Windows, Linux and Mac. Okay? Choose that. Console app, the latest option, choose it. And you click on the next button. When you click on the next button, it will ask you. What it will ask you? What is the name of your project? What is the name of your project? What name you want to give to the project? Okay. Yes, guys, in my notes, I given the project name as something as first project, I think. Yeah, I given the name as first project. So all of you watch project name, first project. Second thing what it will ask you, where shall I save the project? Where to save here? We have our own folder now. We have our own folder now. Select it. What's the folder? E drive. C# 8 is a folder. Select. That is a new folder. Next, solution name. The next thing is solution name. What is solution name? Ignore it, guys. I will explain you what is the solution name in going forward. Going forward, in the next classes, we'll learn about the solution name. By default, right now in the solution name, you will find your project name only. Don't change that, don't touch that. Just only give the name and location and go to next button. Go to next button. Now in the next button, it will ask you which version of the .NET you wanted to use. The latest, what is the latest one? .NET 6. .NET 6, you can see there. And you have the old one also see there. Array, what is the old name, guys? Old name is Core. Old name is Core. Core 3.1. Next one, the word Core is removed off, and from then they started calling it as 5. And I already explained you 4 was removed off. There was no 4 at all. So 3.1 is there, 5 was there, 6. 6 is the latest selected. Okay. Guys, in the notes, I have actually prepared this on 2019. Because of this, it is shown as .NET 5.0, but you guys select .NET 6. You guys better select the .NET 6. Okay, and click on the create button. Click on the create button. Guys, I given complete screenshots to you for everything. I given you the complete screenshots for you. Only thing is, the document is on 2019. Late, recently only 22 came now. I did not update that. You will be getting up both the 2 options. So select what? 6. Select 6. Remaining all options are same. Only on this additional information screen, you just require to choose .NET 6. Click on the create button. It will create a project. It will create a project. Okay. So guys, I want to tell you, when the project is created, basically what happens, by default, when we create a project, all of you, when we create a new project, by default, the project comes with a class. By default, the project comes with a class. Okay? Program. What is the name of the class? Program. Under the file. You have a program class here. You know that I don't require to explain you about again program.cs. Your class name is first miss. File name is first.cs. Your class name is a test miss. File name is test.cs. That's what the pattern we are following every day. So now today, what is our class name? Program. So what is the file name? Program.cs. Program.cs is the file name. Is it clear? So program.cs. This is what we're just going to have. Program.cs. Fine, well and good. Okay. Now, under that, you'll find some code. What is the code? You'll find this. Listen, guys. If you're working on VS 2019, this is the code you'll find. Carefully observe. Using system. Next, namespace. First project. Next, class. Program. Static. Void main. Syntax. Console dot. Right line. Hello world or something it will show. Yeah. Hello world. This is the code what you will find. When you are working with Visual Studio 2019, all of you carefully observe. You're working on VS 2019. When you're working on 2019, this is the code you will find. In this, if anything is new to you, what is new? Remaining all you know. Remaining all you know, yeah, I don't require to give any explanation. Class, okay, main method, all the things you know. If anything is new for you here, what is new? That namespace is new. And do you remember, in the last week we learned, a namespace is a logical container of types. Yes or not? Okay? See, listen. Carefully listen. Microsoft first created a project on Visual Studio. Microsoft first created a project on Visual Studio. And named the project as System. What is the project name? System. Now under the project, it defined all the classes: console class, convert class, string class, object class. I explained you array class. Till now I explained you so many things for you. All are defined in the project. Which project? Project name is System. In that they defined all the things. Are you clear? Now all of them will be having this namespace name. Now all these classes will have this namespace name. What is the namespace name? The namespace name will be project name only. What is the project name? System. So what is the namespace name? System. I'll tell you in a simple way. Consider a project as a family. Every class in the project is a member of the family. How many classes are there? All are the members of the family. Now tell me, all the members of the family will have a surname, huh? Tell me, every member in the family will have a surname, huh? And don't forget, your surname is nothing but your family name only, yeah? Your family name only, your surname now. Yes or not? Okay, you see Tatas. Tata is a family. So under that everyone will have the Tata now. Yes or not? Okay, you see Ambanis. So Ambanis with the family name. Everyone has a name now. Anil Ambani, Tina Ambani, Mukesh Ambani. Everyone has that name. So that your family name is only your surname now. So understand now. Consider project as a family. Namespace is your surname now. So everyone will have that namespace now. Are you getting me? And tell me, your surname is physical or logical? Surname is logical, yeah, it is not physical, it is only logical. We say all these people belong to one family. To tell that we have a surname. The surname is only logical. So here namespace is only logical. Are you clear? So what is the family now? System. That is the project. Inside of it, so many classes are defined. All of them will have the surname. That is the namespace, system. So now tell me, you created a project. What is your project name? First project. So what is the namespace name? First, why system here? First project. If system is created, system. What is your project name? First project. So what's your namespace name? First project. So all the classes in this project, all the classes defined in this project will be having this as a namespace name. Are you clear? In Notepad, we don't have that namespaces at all. But coming to Visual Studio, from today, every class will have a namespace. You write 100 classes in this project now. All the 100 classes will have this namespace name. Is it clearer or not? Other people born in the family, all the other people will have this surname. Same way, all the people will have this namespace name. Is everyone clear? Any doubts? That's just also, just like we're in class, that will also contain a namespace. First project, open the curly brace and we write the code inside of it now. So that's what. So till now we don't have anything called as namespace, but from now onwards we'll have the namespaces. I hope everyone is clear with this. No confusions with this now? Okay, this is how the code will be present when you are working with the 2019. When you are working with 2019, this will be the code. But we are working with 2019 or 22. We are working on 2022, guys. 2022. In 2022, you don't find all these particular things here. Only one line of code you'll find. That's all. What is that? Console.writeline. Hello world. Console.writeline. Hello world. What about the remaining code? Not required. latest feature in .NET in C# 10.0. That is the latest feature in C# 10.0. You don't require to write a class and all. Straight away you write the code, it will generate everything for you. It will implicitly generate all the things for you automatically. So that's why I explained to you is to tell you that only. See, I'm working at 2022. I don't have anything, see. What I have? Console.WriteLine, hello world, that's all. Will this code run? Yes. But this option can be used only when your project has a single class only. When you have multiple classes, I can't do this. When I have single class only, I can do this. Okay? Right now we have single class now. That's why it just is we'll change the code. We'll change this particular code right now. Are you clear? So how is it going to show you? Console.WriteLine, that's all. Nothing will be present. If you run, will it run? Yes, it runs. It runs. How to run? If you want to run the code, what you're required to do is, you're required to hit Control F5 on your keyboard. Control F5. So Control F5. It will save, compile, execute. Everything will happen. For one thing guys, here also name is there. Sorry, here also namespace will be there. Here also class will be there. Everything will be there. But we don't require to specify the names of them. What is the namespace? First project only. What is the class name? Class name is your file name, program.cs now. So class name is also program. Means without writing all this code, without all this code, you have only this particular statement. Remaining all will be implicitly generated. That is the latest feature what we have in C# 10.0, the latest version of the C# what we are learning. Is it clear? Don't follow this practice at all. Don't follow this. I don't suggest. Reason is, tomorrow when you work in the industry guys, you'll be working with old projects only. No one will directly take you and sit you in a new project. Am I clear what I'm telling you? Don't expect, don't dream like directly you'll go and work on .NET C# 10 tomorrow. You'll be working always in the old. If you practice like this now, you will not be familiar to write the code in the old way. Am I clear all of you? So that's why I say don't follow this process at all. Option is available. It was showing you the code and I just can explain to you about the things to you, that's all. But don't follow. How to run the code I said you? Control F5. See the output. You got it. Every day we are manually compiling, you're manually saving, you're manually compiling, you're manually executing. Okay? Nothing required. Simply you just run the code and you will see the output on the screen now. That's it. Saving, compiling, executing, all the three done in a single shot. Finally it displays a message. What is the message? Press any key to continue. What is this? Actually guys, you're working on the studio. We did not work on the command prompt now. We are working on the studio. What studio is doing? Studio is launching the command prompt. Studio is launching the command prompt. Because Studio is launching the command prompt, after the work is completed, the command prompt should be closed off again. So that's why it will tell you, press any key to continue. Once I hit a key, immediately command prompt is closed and brings you back to the studio again. Brings you back to the studio again. Okay, so what is my suggestion for you all is, delete of the code in this, and write manual code like what I said you here. Okay? Array, you know how to write code now, I don't require it. What is new to you to namespace name, that's all, remaining everything you know. Come on. Using system. Next. Namespace. Give your project name only as a namespace. What's project name? And all of you, I'm telling you guys, all of you, I'm warning you. Not telling you, warning you. What is that, you know? Number one, never use spaces in your folder names. You created a folder now, C#. Don't use spaces in the folder names. Don't use special characters in the folder names. You'll face a lot of problems in the future. I created simple folder C#. That's all. Create like that one. Second thing, when you are creating a project also, don't give spaces in the project names. You want to create a project as first project, don't write first space project. If you want to separate them, either say first underscore project or first hyphen project. Always write in Pascal case, that will do. Don't give spaces. Is it clear? Okay, so that's what. So namespace, first project. Now you can start writing your code. What I want to write, class program. Class program. Next, static void main. String args is mandatory or optional? Optional, you write also no problem. You don't write also no problem, guys. Okay, you write also is no issue. And if you don't write also, there is no issue. Now write your code. Console dot write line hello world. Console dot write line hello world. Okay, and run the code. Control F1. Same output only, got it. Is it clear? So do one thing, all of you. What is it? Just look into your notes. In the notes, actually, I just prepared up this particular notes to you. I prepared up this notes on 2019. So concentrate, all of you. I prepared the notes on 2019. But you are working on 2022. You have program.cs now. What you prepared is delete of the content now and write this code there. I have the code here, see. Clear, delete of the code, yeah, you have only one statement console. Delete of that code. Delete of that code and write this code there. That's why I left it 2019 only for you. You're working on 22. In 22, if you're working on 19, no issue at all. But if you're working on 22, what did I done in the classroom? Did you notice it? I deleted off the existing code there and I have written this code, what is present in the notes. Okay, you write this code and execute the things. Clear? Are you clear, everyone? Yes or not? So that is what. So that is how you can just go for working with the studio. That's the simplest way how you can just work with the studio. Okay? Now see, from now onwards, when you add new classes, it will write all the code for you guys. It won't write only one line and give you. It will write all the code. I said, when the project contains only one class only, that will work. When the project contains multiple classes, that won't work. So that's why I said, you don't practice that at all. Don't practice that at all. Remove off and write all these things. Now, what did I say? A project is a family. And a family can have multiple members. Yes or not? Now you have a class. You can have multiple classes. Any number. Any number. System project has so many classes. What we are consuming every day. Console class, string class, object class, 15 structures, convert class, DB person will write array class. All are present in system only now. Same way, this is my project now. What is my project? And that's only my namespace. So in this, can I define multiple classes? Yes. How many? Any number of classes I can define here. Any number of classes I can just define here in this. So shall we add a new class now? Come on. Observe it, guys. How to add a new class, all of you? Actually, when you're working with the studio, guys, there are so many windows in the studio that perform different activities. So many windows will be there. 30, 40 windows will be there. And these windows, you can arrange them. You can arrange them in the left-hand side, right-hand side, bottom of your studio now. You can arrange them in the left-hand side, right-hand side, bottom of your studio. Okay? This is in such a beautiful way. If you go to the view menu on the top, you'll find a window called as Solution Explorer. Can you see that? Solution Explorer. What is the use of this? This is basically to organize a project. Organizing means adding up new classes, deleting of existing classes, viewing the contents. If you want to do that, we use that Solution Explorer. Is it clearer or not? Okay, if you want to do that, we use the Solution Explorer. Okay, we just use the Solution Explorer. So you click on the Solution Explorer. When you click on the Solution Explorer, it opens to you. Just to see, you got the Solution Explorer, see? Like so many windows are there, guys. If all these windows are kept open, you will not have days to work with this. With it now, all windows open, where you have space to write now. That's why they have a beautiful feature of auto hiding. Auto hiding. What's it? See, when I remove my mouse from there, it will hide automatically. Where is it, sir? It is on the right-hand side corner. Can you see that? Can you see that in the corner? Solution Explorer. Okay, when you want to open a Solution Explorer, simply go there, click on it, it pops out. Once your work is completed, again come out, it will hide. Understood, all of you? Yes or not? Okay, you go click, it open. When you come back, it will close again. Fine. Open the Solution Explorer. Watch it, all of you. Watch your project name, guys. Concentrate. You have a class. What is that? Program.cs. You have class program.cs now. Now you can add a new class now. How to add? Actually, every project is a collection of items. Every project is a collection of items. What items? Items are nothing but files. Items are nothing but files. You can have various different types of files in a project. .cs files can be present. With the web application, HTML files will be present. The web application means HTML files will be present. CSS files, JS files, TXT files, XML files, JSON files, so variety of files will be there. So that's why what it calls a project is a collection of items. And now what are we going to see is .cs file. Remaining also I'll show you step by step. We'll see. First what we want? .cs. How to add? Look guys, right click on the project. Right click on the project. You'll find an option. Add. You'll find an option, add. When you select this add, it will show you new item. Are you clear, all of you? Right click on the project, you'll find an option called add. And when you click on the add, it will show you a new item. Click on that. It opens a window called as add new item window. Watch. Add new item window. And see guys, it is showing a list of items what you can add. First one is class, interface, like this. So lot of options are available to you. See there? HTML file. You can add an icon file. You can add JavaScript file. Text file. CSS files. Template files. Oh, variety of files are there. XML files. We can just add all these things. Okay? We'll learn them guys. When the time comes, we'll be adding different types of files here. As of now, what we want is class. See, what is it telling you? In empty class definition. What is the name of the class? It is come bottom. In the bottom it will ask you name. If you don't give a name, the default name will be class 1. Class 1, class 2, class 3 keeps on adding like this. If you're okay with it, leave it. No sir, I want to give my own name, give your own name. No problem at all. Understood? If you are okay with that name, leave it here. If you are not okay, change the name. I want to change the name to this particular thing as second.cs. What is it? Second.cs. If you don't change, class 1 will come. And I will click on the add button. And you guys watch. It will write all the code again for you. See, now I said the first time only, next time onwards it will write all the code. And watch it. It imported you multiple statements to you. It imported you multiple statements. We know first one using system. What about the remaining 4, sir? Remaining 4 we don't require now, but going forward we need them. Remaining 4 we don't require them, but going forward we need them. What are those? Collections.generic, system.link, system.text, system.threading.tasks. All these concepts we are going to learn going forward. Then we need them. But today we don't require. Today what you require? Only one. What is that? System. Either leave them like that or remove them. No problem. Remove the unnecessary statements or leave them. No issue. If you want to minimize the code, remove all the unnecessary things. Now watch it now. They generated a namespace or not? Tell me. Okay, now class second. This is now one thing new now. What is it? Internal. We never written this internal any time. This is going to be called internal. Basically, this internal is a scope, guys. Just like public and private, internal is a scope. Just like public and private, internal is also a scope. When you declare it as internal, what is the meaning here? You can access this class anywhere in the project. Internal means what? You can access this class anywhere in the project. Throughout the project, this class can be consumed. Are you following me or not? Even I don't write this also, default is internal only. Understand? Per program class did I write? Come on, yeah, respond fast. Per program class did I write? Here, yes, you are known. I did not write for program class. but I am writing for second. Now remember, both these for internal only. Both these for internal. Means default is also internal, and if you write also internal only. So even if you don't write also, no problem, I am telling you. Accessible in the project. But tomorrow if you think of consuming this class out of the project, then you are required to make it public. Are you clear what I said here? If you think of consuming this class out of the project, then you are required to make public. So as of now, don't do anything else. Let us learn all the things step by step. I'll show you consuming the code within the project, consuming the code out of the projects. All this process I'll show you just step by step. So as of now, what is the default scope of your internal? Internal means accessible in the whole project. In the whole project. From anywhere you can use that class. From anywhere you can use that class. Same. Console class. It's a predefined class now. Who defined it? Don't know. When is it defined? Already said you guys. Coming 12th, they're going to celebrate 20 years. Means, when is it defined here? 20 years before, not 20 years also, before 20 years. You are going to consume the class in our code now. Yes or not? That's a public class here. That's a public class. That's why we are able to consume it. Did you understand my point? That is a public class. That's why we are able to consume it. If that is internal class, you cannot consume. Who can consume? In the system project only you can consume. Out of the system project it is not accessible. But because the class is public, you can consume it from anywhere. Okay? So that's what guys, internal class second. So that internal, even you remove also no problem. Leave it also no problem. Leave it here, don't touch it. Now straight away, go for writing the code. Guys, did you understand why I did not show you Visual Studio in the starting days? This is why I did not show you. Why? What will you write here? It is only writing all the code now. Then wait, how do you know how to follow the syntaxes? Where to use uppercase, where to use lowercase? You don't know. But till now I said all the coding manually. When you're writing manually, you're making mistakes. You're learning from the mistakes. You're learning from the mistakes. So that's why I shown you in the notepad. If you start working on Visual Studio day one means, you'll become a dumb. You will never know anything at all. Always you need Visual Studio only to write the code. So I don't want you to be like this. That's why I just showed you manual coding in the initial classes to you. Okay now? Now, let's write some code in it. What do you want to write? Main method. Write a main method here. Static void main. Guys, another beautiful feature of the Visual Studio is IntelliSense. Another feature of the Visual Studio is IntelliSense. I'm seeing your people messages. I'm seeing your people messages for you. What you're just posting in the WhatsApp group. Most of the people don't follow cases, spelling mistakes, cases. These are all the mistakes what you're making. How many times I said you here? All the names will be in Pascal case. And 2 days before someone posted in the messages, our main method is not again recognized. Clearly telling you now, you can focus and watch it now. You're not doing that. If you don't write M capital, error will come now. In the notes I clearly mentioned you, and first program without confusing where to use uppercase characters underlined and shown here, and keywords should be in lowercase. Someone written the code and send me class in uppercase. See? Uppercase. Why will it execute error? Understood? Follow the cases and everything carefully. Spellings, cases, and all these things. The beauty of Visual Studio, now the second beauty of Visual Studio is IntelliSense. What is it, IntelliSense? When you're typing, guys, it will automatically give you all the suggestions. Just like in Google, if you type, you get the list. Same option will be available here. See here? Console, I want to type. When I type C, immediately showing you, see? We will find the same thing in Google when you're trying to search anything now. And not in Google, everywhere it find it. Yes or not? This feature was actually introduced by Microsoft in 90s and all the companies copied it. This feature was first introduced by Microsoft in 90s. 90s only. Microsoft has a language called VB, Visual Basic. For Visual Basic, they launched the editor called Visual Studio. Visual Studio is not today. Visual Studio is available from 1990s for developing Visual Basic applications. From that day onwards, this IntelliSense feature was available. What we call IntelliSense. Okay? All companies today copied that and just available. So why I'm telling you, many people think like Google introduced it. Google did not introduce it, Microsoft introduced. Google added this in 2005. Microsoft has this feature in 90s only. In 90s only we have this vector feature. Okay? So what is the beauty of it? Lesser typing work. I really typed only one character. What is that, you know? C. I got it simply dot. Simply dot. Okay? And here WR. Right line coming in the list. Select it here. You will not have case problems and all the things now. You will not be having case sensitive problems and all because it generates the code for you. See, frankly, how many characters are typed now here? C, one dot, WR, and enter. That's all. Means correctly again 5 keystrokes. But if I manually required to type 7.8, okay, again 9, 8 plus 9, 17, 20 keystrokes are required. But did I really give 20 keystrokes now? C dot, right line, maximum 6 keystrokes I use, that's all. Got it. Lesser typing work. Understood? 2 advantages. Lesser typing work is one advantage. Second advantage, it follows the perfect casing. You don't require to bother uppercase, lowercase problems now. Are you clear? So my suggestion is using IntelliSense. And in 2022, you have still advanced features. Still advanced features. What are the still advanced features in 2022? Watch. When I am just going to type C, it is giving you suggestions also. This is in 2022 only, it happens, not happens in 2019. Showing you, see? Console dot right line showing you, hit the tab key, guys, it will write off the code. Hit the tab key, it will write off the code. Just click on tab keys, that's all. It will generate off the code for you. This is the latest feature in 2022. In 2019, IntelliSense will come. You need to work from the IntelliSense. In 2022, hints also will come, suggestions. You can just use the tab key. If you're okay, hit the tab key, it will write off the code for you. Understood? You're working with the latest, you'll be having all the functionalities and features available for you there. You can just go for choosing the options from that particular place without manual writing of the code. Just only take the help of suggestions. 1 or 2 days it will be confusion. Even when I started working with 1 month back, I also have some confusions. But make use to it. You're required to just keep on practicing and make use to it. So simply use your tab keys. Directly control is there. Now see, second class in. Second class in the project. Second class in the project. Okay? Done. Want to run this now? Want to run this? So all of you carefully observe. You want to run this. When you run this particular code, guys, you will get